All right. Hey, how y'all doing? Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, press one.
Hello.
All right. All right. There we go. All right. I had to make sure you can hear me.
Yeah, okay.
All right. All right. So this week we've been going over mental health and mentorship programs. And as we've gone over those programs, we've applied different grant strategies to it. And so one of the biggest things we had to do was separate the mental health from the mentorship. And the biggest difference between the two is that mental health is a licensed program, typically under a Department of Health or Department of Mental Health, sometimes the Department of Social Services, but it is a program that has required a state license. Mentorship does not require a license. You have more flexibility with mentorship than mental health. Oftentimes, the mental health programs they actually have reimbursement rates where you can bill insurance or you can bill somebody through a purchase order. But the mentorship program is typically not a reimbursable activity. All right. The other thing that we did, we went over how to prepare your budget. And we explained that you go when you're doing your budget, you're not trying to get the whole thing paid for as a whole. You're not looking for a mental health grant. That's not what you're looking for. You actually want to list out the pieces, the individual things you want to buy, and you're looking for grants for each of the individual things. And one of those things might be food, might be recreation, it might be staff, it might be salaries, it might be supplies. You might need floor mats or exercise bikes. You might need books or laptops or computers. You might need actual bicycles. You might need a copier or a computer. Like you might need anything, any of the things that you need. Those are considered supplies, and you might need that. You may also need accounting and legal fees and tech support. Any of those things you would put down under equipment. There's one thing I forgot to tell you all when we were going over the supplies, and that was the difference between supplies and equipment. A supply is something that's less than 4,000, well, it's less than $5,000. Anything that costs $1 up to 4,999 is a supply. The moment the item costs 5,000 or more, it's considered equipment. Now, it's best to keep that in mind because when you're going after federal grants and you put a supply in the equipment category or you put equipment in the supply category, you're gonna lose points for that. And so it's important that you know what goes in a certain category and what doesn't go in a certain category. Today, we're going to go over one. We're going to go over one of the grants, and I'm going to show you all how my software just writes the grant for you. And then I'm going to introduce this other grant that I'm working on that's $15 million. And I'm going to go over that with y'all and see if it's something, it might be something you're interested in learning more about. Right. We pull up this grant for y'all. All right. So for those of you that are here on Facebook and on YouTube Live, hey y'all, hey, 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 hey. I'm Jay Hackett. I'm your grant expert, your grant mentor, and just um, a few notes of housekeeping before we go into our class for today. We just did the recap, but before we go into today's lesson, I'm Jay Hackett. If you If you know somebody that would benefit from this information, go ahead and tag them, share. You can share this from wherever you are. Just go ahead and click share. Um, and if you like what you hear, then hang around. You can learn more. But if you have any questions, don't hold them back. The questions are important. Your questions are good. And lots of people have already paid money, real money, to learn the things that I'm going to teach you. But because of how the economy is changing and because of how momentum is happening, I want to make sure that there are more of us that are prepared and ready to engage in the world of nonprofit grants. Don't keep it to yourself. All right. And if it's your first time, don't let it be your last time. I like your questions. I like your energy. And so don't hold back. We're only here for a few minutes. And so I want to give it everything I got. Write down your questions so that at the end, when it's time, we will be able to answer all your questions. All right. All right. Well, let's go. I'm getting ready to share my screen. Mark, I want to go to the CareSource grant. Can you put that link in here? And then give me the link for Tori, my grant writer. Some of y'all have seen me talk online about my agents um, and bots and things like that. We're going to use one of them today just to expedite the process. All right. So can you all see my screen? All right. So this is a grant from the CareSource Foundation. So what I want you to do before we get into the writing, there's some things that you need to do every single time. All right. You want to look at the mission and vision of the organization. Okay. This is their vision, transforming lives. Well, their mission first, to invest in initiatives and organizations that make a lasting difference in our members' lives and communities by improving their health and well being. That's their mission statement. Now, in order for them to have come up with a mission statement, they went into a strategic planning session. They took time. It was at least 3 days worth of focused attention of a workshop. Sometimes people take 6 months to do their strategic plan, and they came up with this intentionally. So every word counts. Every word counts. Every phrase counts. Every comment counts. And when you position yourself to go after grants from them, what you want to do is almost dissect their mission statement and come up with matching with things that match what you want to do to their mission statement. So to invest in initiatives and organizations, that indicates that they do not give to individuals. It must be an initiative and organization that makes a lasting difference. Lasting difference is the key. All right. In our members' lives and communities. Now, this grant, um, they have the Care Source has members, which means they probably have a footprint in special locations. Their grants, they intend for their grants to the go to programs and initiatives that are in the communities of their members. All right. So later on, you'll see what their regions are, and if you're not in that region, then you should not apply. All right. If you are not in that region and you want to do something in that region, then yeah, and you have to make that clear that you're doing something in that region. But their money, they want it to go to the communities where their members are. All right, by improving the health and well-being. All right. So what you want to make sure of is that your proposal is improving, has the intention to improve the health and well-being. And you have to make that case that this thing is going to improve their health and well-being. This exercise class, this hip hop aerobics, this line dancing class is going to improve their health and well-being. This mentorship is going to improve their health and well-being. This mental health program is going to improve their health and well-being. This thing that I'm doing is going to improve their health and their well-being. And you have to make that case. If you do those things, you stand a good chance of getting it. And you have to be blatant. Blatant. Don't dance around. Don't be coy with it. Don't be clever with it. Actually, literally say somewhere in your grant, we intend to make a lasting difference. If you've already done this work before, we have made a lasting difference. Use that exact language. It'll be obvious whether you're in their community or not, but it's not going to hurt to say, we are in the community with your members and literally say, you have to actually don't dance around it, don't twist it, don't reform it, don't alter it, don't flip it, shake it and rub it down. Oh no, what is it? Wrap it up. Do it, baby. Wrap it up, slap it up, shape it, whatever. Don't wrap it up, don't shake it, don't twist it, don't turn it. Literally say, improving the health and well-being. If you're improving the health, if you're improving the well-being, literally say that somewhere there. There are some grant reviewers that are checking off a box, and they're when they're reviewing grants, the first thing they're doing is throwing away people. They're getting rid of something. They have to cut this down, and they know that there are good programs and good intentions, so they have to cut them down on technicalities. And if you are missing these things, you will lose points. If you have these things, you will gain points. All right. This is their vision, transforming lives through innovative health and life science services. So you see, they're big on transformation. They really want transformation, a lasting difference. Transformation. Now, look at their look at their value statement. This is what they value. Now, these things are boring. Most people will not read this. And that's why most people will not be funded. And that's why, for most people, it's a crapshoot, it's a shot in the dark. But when you read these statements and you make sure that your grant has these things in mind and in writing, you are hitting the bullseye. Okay? The foundation believes in people, organizations, and initiatives that actively work to improve the physical and mental health and well-being of individuals residing in the care source service areas. So you see that well-being again. We believe that passion, knowledge, and vision create positive, lasting change, and that meaningful collaboration creates strong partnerships with grantees. Now, let me decode this for you. That means that the words passion, knowledge, and vision are key words to them. You want to say passion somewhere, you want to say knowledge, you want to say vision, and then you want to demonstrate passion. You want to say things that resonate with passion. We are excited. We had great energy. We had awesome momentum. All right, passion. You want it to sound fun and not dry. Knowledge. You want them to see that you are knowledgeable. This is based on evidence-based practice. This is based on a community needs assessment. This is based on surveys where we went door to door. And then vision. You want them to hear the word vision. We envision, we see in the future that this could be possible. You want the excitement and the anticipation and the creativity of vision, okay? When you read these mission, vision, and value statement, this is telling you how to talk to them. All right. And what we did with our software, whenever you ask it to write a grant, it's going to research these things about the funding source and incorporate that. In fact, when you use our software, it's taking the program design, the statement of need, and the background of the funder in order to produce the answers. So things that would have taken other people weeks to do. And sometimes people actually have to, sometimes uh, people actually have to do a thing, fail at it, ask for the feedback in order to find out the secrets. And then this is their board of trustees. This is important because um, for this grant, if you were to ask for $100,000 or more, it goes to these people. and you'll see these people. When you look at a board of trustees, you get some insight into their background and how you want to talk to them. All right. And their board of trustees are marketplace individuals. But if you're asking for less than $100,000, and whatever your ask is, it's going to go through the CareSource Foundation staff, and this is their staff. All right. So let's go on. What you are getting right now is an understanding of the background of grants. If you learn how to do this, there is no grant that you won't understand. When you learn how to do this, you will understand any grant, any grant. And because there are millions and billions of millions of organizations out there that give money, all you have to learn is how to decode. If you learn how to decode, then you can decode every one of them. All right. But some people don't have time to learn or won't take time to learn. I should say it that way. They won't take time to learn. They would just prefer that our stuff do it for them. So these are their priorities. Priority number one, it is support health, education, and promote healthy habits. We seek partners and programs that meaningfully improve the physical and mental health for our communities with complex needs. Key initiatives include providing health education that promotes individuals making informed decisions about their health and the health of their family, increasing access and utilization of health and dental screenings, create a health ecosystem and community based delivery, innovative programs, evidence based interventions, supporting older adults, supporting individuals with disabilities to ensure we learning from our grant making and effectively working towards these priority areas. We work with grantees to identify indicators that demonstrate positive outcomes. Now, when you look at this, this is actually telling you a lot more than you think. This is telling you when they say support healthy education, this is their priority number one, I mean, at the top of their list. And if you choose this category, then you are already approaching the top of their list. This is also telling you what types of initiatives they like. You get what I'm saying? So all you have to do is pick from this list, pick what they want, and then add your flavor to it. Provide a health education that promotes individuals making informed decisions about their health. In my brain, this looks like a health fair, increasing access to health screenings. So we're going to have health screenings, create an ecosystem and community-based delivery of care that provides equitable access. We're gonna let people know about the insurance that they qualify for, but they might not already have. We're gonna have case managers sign them up for appointments for Medicaid and things like that, so they can have insurance. And the people that don't have jobs, we're gonna get them jobs that have insurance plans. Y'all get what I'm saying? We're gonna ask for money for marketing that reduces stigma. We're going to have a education campaign that reduces stigma. Evidence-based interventions. We're going to choose evidence-based interventions. I'm going to show people how to self-manage chronic disease. And we're not going to do this because we are the nurses and doctors. We're going to think of a way that the community can connect folks with the professionals they need. Maybe we need to do a community health worker training. And instead of them just being peers and peer support, they're community health workers. And their job is to engage people and to help them self-manage their chronic disease. We're not giving out medicine, but we're telling them about their medicine. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see how you utilize this? You look here and you pick what they want to fund. All right. Priority number two, and you do the same thing. Improve maternal, infant, and child health. In so saying, this is what they mean. Priority number three, neighborhood and downtown redevelopment. Now, this is exclusive to Dayton, Ohio, and so you can skip this part. Now, there's a let me let me see something real quick. Um, But I'm here. I done got off track because I'm curious, but it's all right. Yeah, I wanted to look up their history of giving. Hmm, they must have a different name. All right, here we go. Oh, look at there. Care Source, Dayton, Ohio. Okay, so if you ever wanted to see their history of giving, you'll hear. Now, there's all the things that people don't know about, don't want to do, and because it's boring. All right. They don't want to do it because it's boring. But if you do what other people won't do, you'll get what other people won't get. And you see here, they have $1.7 million, 1.6 million. That's that looks to be what they normally do. This has their board. Then if you just keep scrolling down, it tells how much they gave in grants. And you keep scrolling down, you'll see the money they gave to people and why. And here we go. So they gave this organization 300,000. They gave them 200,000, 250,000. They gave them 200,000. Gave them 191,000. Gave them 162,000, 150,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000 to the YMCA. I imagine YMCA talked about health and wellness. The Dayton Foundation. Um, Moms and Babies. That's the infant and maternal care. Victory Theater Association. I imagine that's health and well-being in a community. Dayton, Ohio. Yep. University of Indianapolis. Good Neighbor House. 75,000, 72,000, 65,000, 63,000, 60,000, 53,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50. It looks like they like the $50,000 range. Do y'all see that? What does this tell you? This tells you that when you're asking for money, especially if it's your first year, you should ask for something around 50,000. That seems to be their sweet spot between 25,000 and 60,000. Okay? Now, I don't have time to stay there, but this is how you approach grant writing. Okay. Now, when I say this is the old fashioned way, this is the way that you do it. This is the way that it's done. This is the way I learned. This is different from what anybody else would teach you because most of them just learned from somebody else online about the Amber Grant. They don't really know about grants. So let's uh let's take a look. at Grant Suite. All right. Can you all see? So, Mark, do the writers have the thing for me yet? The questions?
Hello, coach. We sent it via email, sir.
All right. Thank you. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you all so much. All right. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Type ready. Write ready in the comments. Ready in the comments. Ready, ready, ready. When you are using the grant writer, this actually replaces your need to have to hire a grant writer. All right. We upload the statement of need. We upload the program design. We upload the grant applications. Contact person. And you click. So I just uploaded the statement of need, upload the program design, upload the questions or the grant application. Or, I didn't even look at them. So now what the system is doing is reading and is studying the program design. And here it is. All right. So they have the statement of need, the application questions. All right. What it's going to do for you. All right. It's going to finish all of this for you. Your key contacts, the funding request is doing all this for you. All right. Now they ask for a line item budget. And so it's going to do line one, two, three, blah, 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 blah. Now they ask for your bank information, all that up front. All right. Your bank name, account number, routing number. All right. This is what they're doing. They're going to answer all the questions, the plan, and then they do grant alignment. We see a strong alignment between your organization program and a potential grantee prioritizes, specifically in the areas of entrepreneurship and supporting BIPOC communities. All right. Now, this is what they need from us before they do the writing. Now, for the sake of time, I don't have all the time to do all of these, but all right. While it's doing this, does anybody have any questions? All right. Remember, I told you, or y'all see me type, this is what we want, make up all the rest. And what did it do? It pulled from our website. And then, do y'all see this? Have you ever been working with a consultant and you said, like, they asked you a question, you said, I don't know, just you tell me what I need to write? That's what this thing just did. All right. And it answers all the questions in the words provided. Right. And so that's it, y'all. This is how you write a grant in the 21st century. Anybody have any questions before we go? And if you're somebody who wants to do this, we're going to do this in workshop form on Monday night, and we're going to take 5 of your grants to completion. You're going to take them to completion, and so you'll come in with your idea, and then you'll be using. We'll coach you through the grants and make sure that you have no blanks. Once you finish this for one grant, you'll have it, and you'll be able to do it over and over and over for all of them. All right. All right. Any questions?
I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Are we gonna be doing this weekly?
Yeah, I think I started about 3 weeks ago where I
Oh,
teach on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays
Monday, Wednesday, and
at
Friday.
lunchtime. Hmm.
At the same time?
Yep, lunchtime, lunch and learn. Now, I plan to only do it for 30 minutes, but I want to make sure I answer questions. But yep, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for at 12 noon. Did that time work for you? I was thinking that, people might be able to listen while they're eating or, taking a break from their work. What do y'all think? Has lunchtime
This
been
works for
okay?
me because I work at night. overnight.
Uh-huh.
So 12 o'clock would be good for me.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. But yeah. Any other questions? Okay. Y'all, well, thank y'all again for hanging out with me. If there are any questions that you have about grants, about funding, about your program, your processes, or if you need this statement of need or your program design, just let me know. I'll be glad to help you. On Monday night, you see this thing that we did for this grant? There's another grant for $15 million. A lot of people will shy away from it, but because a lot of people will shy away from it, that means there's really not as much competition. And you can go on and fight with 2,000, 3,000 people over the little $500 grant and a $1,000 grant. Or you can step up into grants that can really create the salary for you, that can pay for all of itself. They do take longer to get, but it's worth it. And with this software, you can do in minutes what it used to take people weeks to do. All right. All right. Well, y'all take care. I will see you all later. Mark, go ahead and put in the link for Monday night. If you're not already registered, you're going to want to register. Okay. Go ahead, put in the link for Monday night. You'll see it advertised as 5 grants in 50 minutes. That's not just locating them, that's getting them written. If you haven't had a lot of time, if you don't have money, right now to afford a human grant writer, which is normally $3,000 to $5,000 per grant or 60 to $80,000 per year, um, this is your opportunity to get stuff done. Get stuff done. We'll get
Mhm.
these 5 grants done and written, and you'll just be able to download it
Mhm.
and go on. All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. Y'all take care.
Mhm.